The high point myth. What is that all about? I don't know. Let's find out. That's why we're watching this video. So, the high point myth, only because I've seen it about 475 quadrillion times on the Walmart is Stupid video, it is the myth that high points are junk and they're just crap. Now, there's a couple reasons why people think this. There's two main reasons. Three main reasons. One is because they heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another that their friend was shooting a high point and it blew up in their face. But I don't believe in anecdotal stories. I'm not a big fan of those because usually the truth gets a bit stretched. So I tend not to take much credibility in those anecdotal stories. Number two is they're trolling. Number three is because they do legitimately have a bad experience with a high point. Now, judging an entire company and all of their products based on one bad experience you have is a horrifically bad way to go about the world. Gen 4 Glocks, not to mention any name in particular. But it's really a bad idea, especially when you have a lower priced item. Because, so you may have one bad experience with one thing, that happens all the way through the spectrum, from low-priced items to high-priced items. I mean, you could have a BMW and drive it off the lot and the engine could explode. I mean, it just happens. Shit happens. It's the way the world is. But a myth that is very abound is that high point sucks, and I can say that that is nothing but a myth. Now, again, when I do these reviews, this is, of course, only my opinion. But if I get a message from somebody and it says something like, "Yo, dog, high point sucks, safe for drug dealers, and that's the only thing they good for, son," I tend not to take much credibility in that person. That's like saying that AKs never malfunction or that M4s malfunction all the time. It's just one of those firearm myths that get spread around and is not true. Just like Mattel, yes, the Barbie doll company, used to make AR parts. That is never true, and it never has been true. And it never will be true. But that's one of those things that gets spread around in the eons of the internet. The big series of tubes we're all here watching this video on. But I'm going to give you my honest opinion about High Point right now. It's not all, you know, rainbows and marshmallow fluff. It's not 100% great, but it's not crap. I'll tell you that much right now. That's the myth that it's crap. It's not. Let's talk about it. So this is the High Point 995. You've probably seen this in many of my videos. I happen to have put a red dot on there because I like switching around my kit, just because I'm like that. I took the front sight off, but I left the post on there just to, I don't know, make it look good. This High Point 995 9mm carbine, 10-shot capacity, and a single stack magazine. Good for us oppressed folks that live here in New York where we can't have any more. Yes, it's loaded, and I don't have any snap caps, and I am going to be loading around into the chamber, but I'm not going to be putting my finger anywhere near the trigger guard, and in that direction, it's just a river, so maybe I'll kill a fish if it negligently discharges. But yes, how much was this? It was $250 for a 9mm carbine. That is an excellent deal. I actually happened to get the 995 TS, which means tactical stock. They used to come with a pretty ugly stock, but I didn't get that one. And this is the 995 TS FG. It also came with this front grip right here for gripping on when you're shooting. This kit was $250 at my gun store. I had no idea about the High Point company, so I went in this completely blind. I had no idea about the High Point company when I bought this. It was just, I saw this thing on the wall. I figured, you gotta probably be 21 to buy that because it shoots pistol ammo. But no, you don't have to be. In fact, my FFL called the ATF for me, and he cleared up any misconceptions that may have arisen from that. And I said I will take it because the thought of having a pistol caliber carbine was just pretty awesome. Excuse me. So yes, I bought it for $250, and this was when I was 19. We know that this spawned the Walmart is Stupid video with the whole 1821 ammo deal. Watch that if you haven't. It's a great vid. And I probably have 1,000 rounds through this thing so far. How many of those rounds have been bought at Walmart? None. But I have at least, I'm going to say 1,000 rounds, probably pushing that higher through this thing. What are my thoughts on it? Dispelling the myth? I haven't had a single malfunction. Not one single malfunction, okay? There's people out there that would say, yo, dog, if I was stuck on a deserted island and I just had this and I had a lawyer, it was me, a lawyer, and this, I'd pick this up, I'd shoot the lawyer, and we both die because this motherfucker blow up in my face, son, yeah! And that's not particularly, again, very credible information, anecdotal, or just trolling, or however you want to put it. Like I said, at least 1,000 rounds through this thing. Not a single malfunction, except there are two main problems I have with it, and they're not very big. But the two problems I have with this is number one, takedown. Forget about it. And by the way, this goes for High Point. I know I don't have any pistols here because they're evil and they're terrible things here in New York, but High Point pistols are the same. Takedown is an absolute pita. Okay. For the pistols as well as this. This is no joke with the takedown. I don't even take this down anymore. I just clean it through the ejection port. It's that hard to take down. Let me give you an example. You have clips to take out. You have these stupid swivels to take out that I make idiot marks with when trying to get them out. I made an idiot mark right there. You have this. Then you have to take, there's switches you have to flip up here. Plastic that you have to pull off. It's unbelievable. Then you get out, and this metal thing here is just a cover. When you take it out, if you look inside the operating handle thing right here, you just get a slide. It's like there is a High Point pistol inside of this, and this whole thing is just a shroud with a long barrel on it when you take it all down. So there's a slide in there that you can't hold back open and clean in the same time. It's just, oh, it's a disaster. I don't even do it anymore. I just clean through the ejection port. I never do a takedown of this thing. But that's also a testament to the reliability. I've shot it 1,000 times, never completely taken it down. That's pretty cool. That's reliability A+ right there. Yeah, again, this is my home defense gun. Number two, the other issue that I have that isn't really all that bad. I guess in a home defense gun you don't really want this happening, but I found a way to make it not happen. But the other thing is, again, I'm going to show you that it is in fact loaded because I'm load around in the chamber. Again, safe in that direction, and I'm going to keep my finger away from the trigger. I should probably invest in some snap caps. Anyway, the other problem I have is stripping the first round from a new magazine, especially if the bolt is locked back. Okay? It won't always go up the feed ramp. Especially if you do it slowly. I can probably make it jam right here. Okay? I don't know how I'm going to do this on camera, but let's see here. Okay, ready? Okay, I got it to jam, okay, because I did it slowly. If you do it slowly, that first round off the magazine doesn't strip. Sometimes. So that's a bit of a reliability negative. However, to combat this problem, what I do is, let's clear this so we don't blow our face off. I think I just loaded that into the chamber. Yes, I did. Alright, saved it. Okay, let's load the round back into the magazine. Using silver tip hollow points. Yes, old school for anybody who's wondering. Let's load it back in there. And like I said, because this is my home defense gun, I found a way to remedy that little issue. It's just, I keep it unloaded. Or I don't keep one in the chamber for home defense. Oh, I know, that's terrible. It's as bad as not having a gun. I don't agree. Anyway, so what I do is if there's an intruder in my house, I come with one hand, flick the safety off, and then quickly just boom. And if you do it fast, you'll always load one in the chamber. I've never had a problem with one going in the chamber when I've done it fast. 9 rounds in the magazine here. Okay, so that is the problems I've had. Like I said, it's not all marshmallow fluff and rainbows, but it's not, oh, they're crap, they blow up in people's faces, and I'd rather just, you'd be better off throwing the thing at it. Nonsense, okay? Just nonsense. I don't want to hear any anecdotal evidence. I don't want to hear trolls. And I don't want to hear that one person had it happen one time, had a malfunction one time with it, so therefore they're crap. Gen 4 Glocks. And again, I don't have anything against Gen 4 Glocks, because I understand that all companies can, have hiccups, as they say. When I got my brand new $1,200 iMac, there was a blob of dust on the screen as soon as I got it that had to be taken into the store to get removed. Did I think any less of the company? No, because I have matured to the point where I realize everything's not going to be perfect all the time. But what does matter is how the company handles said issue. And one thing I'd like to point out about every single High Point, lifetime warranty doesn't matter who the owner is. You can be the first owner, you can be the third owner. Unquestionable lifetime guarantee, okay? Not to mention anybody in particular, but it's also a fantastic warranty. You send it back, it will come back fixed. And whatever firearm you send into them, B. Miller Inc., who makes these high points, you will come back with an extra magazine. So, some people, excuse me, some people send them in just for a cleaning because I said they're impossible to take down. Send them in, they'll clean them out, and you'll come back with a new magazine. And these magazines can go for about $20, so that's not a bad deal. It's very important how the company takes care of the issue. Like I said, I just showed you the Zippo there. Fantastic. These guys, fantastic. Apple just brought it to the store, fixed it, no questions asked. That's what matters. Not that you got a dud, but how the company takes care of things. Anyway, so that is the High Point myth. I don't want to hear anybody saying nasty things about High Point anymore. Actually, you're entitled to have whatever opinion you want. I'm just saying that I don't agree, especially for the people that comment on my Walmart or stupid video. Ha ha ha, you got a High Point, blah 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 blah. I didn't get a High Point because I think it's the best brand out there. I got a High Point because it was $250. If I had a choice, I'd, if I could get any gun, first of all, it wouldn't be a carbine. I'd get my Walther P99. I mean, we all, just because we have a High Point doesn't mean you can't afford the nice things. But, yeah, Anyway, so the High Point myth. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're on the fence about buying one of these because they're crap, don't worry about that. It's just a bunch of troll nonsense. Anyway, take it easy, and I am out.